right flat in and 6 right continued over clear.
If you go flat out from the word go, I think you run a high risk of breaking the car. Get caught out on the island. Many people have, many people will. There is no other tarmac like it within the UK. We've got everything from the narrow bumpy roads where you can just fit a car down to the wide, fast parts of the race circuit. At the start of every stage we always chat to one another and say, you know, they've shut the road just for us, let's go and enjoy it. I'm always confident. You have to be confident. Doesn't matter where you start, it's where you finish.
What the hell's phoning me now? Hello? No, the gentleman's here now for the camera. Alright, we'll do it after dinner. Okay, tap. Hang on.
Jason Pritchard has won on the Isle of Man twice before, but that was at the wheel of his modern Ford Focus World Rally car. This time he's taking on the challenge in this historic Mark II Escort. With 2 victories and a couple of second places under his belt already this season in the championship, this weekend could see him lift the trophy and be the first person to win the British Historic Championship in a Mark II Escort.
No, we've got a load of us going out. We've got the normal service van and boys, and we've got Viking going out as well with their service crew and spares. You can see some spares have arrived already. Just taking everything possible. Viking built the car, and then, like, obviously we've got the workshop here, so, you know, it's only Mark II's basic, so we do it all apart from like the axle or gearbox will go off to Martin Jones, you know, and obviously Sherwood does the engine. So there's not a lot left to do then. Everything was obviously fine after the flatters, but just to be safe, you literally strip everything and re-grease it and check it and check it again.
With 2 days to go, the team load up and make the journey from Bilthwells to Liverpool to catch the ferry, arriving on the Isle of Man with time for a recce of the stages. And with regular co-driver Phil Clark calling the notes this weekend, the confidence would be as high as it could be inside that car. With just 1 day to recce the 22 stages when they arrive on the island, there wasn't going to be any time for the pair to relax before shakedown starts on Thursday morning.
100 line into small crest, 3 right half long and 3 left very long plus fast and 4 left plus half long, 50, 2 right minus half long and keep left over grid, 30, 2 left, care, 80 over bump, 2 right short, into 3 right tightens, 4 right sharp, 4 left, 4 right, 4 left, into 3 left half long, opens, 2 left half long, well done. Feel good?
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, no issues. No, he was happy with the setup, I think. So yeah, no, I think it'll be like this once it goes out tonight. As long as the weather stays the same, obviously, we'll be on those tyres. So.
Happy with the shakedown, it's time for a quick briefing from the organisers before the rally starts, and a chance to grab a small rest before the start of the first stage out on the promenade in Douglas.
First stage, the promenade. Side-by-side starts.
bales are there, not up there then?
with a sign just pointing you that way, really.
All right, okay. I thought they'd put them up there. Don't worry. Obviously before the start of a rally you get a bit nervous, but you know, it's been lovely since I got in the Isle of Man a couple of days ago, and now it's rained when we're at the driver's briefing, so we're all on slick, so it'll be entertaining around here, but hopefully we get round in one piece.
You gonna look professional, Phil? Sorry? You gonna look professional, Phil?
Quick.
Crikey.
I'm glad I did my hair anyway.
The opening stage would only be short, a head-to-head race and a chance to put on a show for the fans. But it wouldn't be the start that Jason wanted, championship rival Richard Hill taking the lead on the opening stage. By the end of the day, Jason would be lying down in 8th place, 43 seconds behind Hill. Not the start to the championship battle he was hoping to have at the end of the first day of competition. With no problems on the car, it would be a spanner check to finish the day and a chance for a look over the results. But with the feeling in the car good, there would be some confusion over where they were losing the time.
It's alright. Yeah, stages are dry. Yeah. No dramas at all. A couple of bumps in the front, but otherwise, no, it was alright.
Go on. Steady away though.
Alright.
You ready on the back on the side, John?
We've still got the navigator.
Oh, wait for it. I've got plenty of time, sir.
I bet you those time can't be right.
Richard Hill's had a flyer in the first run. I tried to keep it neat and tidy, don't know what the pace is going to be, and it was alright. It's a long rally, so you know it was a safe pace, but it felt alright. We enjoyed it, we're still here, and it's a very long way to go, so I'll stay as I am.
Day 2, and the team had some work to do. 43 seconds to the rally leaders, aware that there was still a long way to go, but they had to remember that this event was worth 2 scores, and their position at the end of this morning's loop could be a decider in the championship this weekend. In the first of the stages there wouldn't be any change, unable to increase the pace, but there would be a major shake-up in stage 7 when the pair passed rally leader and championship rival Richard Hill off the road. The ball very much being back in their court, all they had to do now was keep it on the road themselves, which on stages like these is easier said than done.
Small crest in the 6 right narrows. One left max, 100, small crest, 3 right plus half long over finish, 100, and you're through, well done.
Some marks in that stage, isn't there?
Tyre marks.
Yeah, people going off and overshooting and...
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Alright.
Good.
Still here, that's the main thing.
Seen Richard about?
Yeah, he's off in the last one.
Thought he was, yeah.
Yeah. Can easily happen in the Isle of Man.
Oh yes. What, has he just gone slid off or?
He's just gone straight on. He's lucky he's a gateway there by the look of it.
Right.
So it didn't look too bad, the car, so there you are. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep it on the black stuff.
Huh?
Has he just got stuck or something?
No, he was underneath the car, so whether he's clipped the back, going in or something. But there's quite a few skid marks all in that stage. A few fresh holes and hedges.
With Hill out of the picture, all Pritchard and Clark had to do was worry about their own rally, moving up to 5th. But with a few non-championship crews ahead, it was looking good for this leg of the rally. Now, all the focus could go onto tyre choice for the next loop.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's obviously a lot drier now. We went on a wet compound tyre, so it's starting to move around quite a bit now, but it was a safe option, and we're still on the road, so that's the main thing.
With just 3 stages to go before the end of the first leg, the pressure would be on to keep things running smoothly. Stage 9 would see a place gained, but Stage 11 would bring problems. An issue with the gearbox was causing a little worry, and a lapse in concentration means that they spin on this stage, and this wasn't going to help the times.
Bit of an issue with the gearbox, and then I had a spin on the last stage, which dropped us about 10, so I dropped behind onions for the points now. It's confusing who's registered, and I don't know what's going to go on with post-event and stuff like that, so we'll see. Just keep doing my own thing. The gearbox man's going to come and have a look. He might be able to just tap the spring. It's just the spring's gone weak. It'll be 100%. No one knows more about it. It's got that man under there, so.
With leg 1 of the event complete, the slate would be wiped clean as far as the championship. With one result in the bag, it would be time to go out and do it all again. And although crashing out this morning, Jason's main championship rival Richard Hill had repaired the car and was back out on the stages. The problem now was that Hill was setting some fastest times once again.
Down, Keir, crest, 2 left minus, 30, 2 right, 2 left, 2 right, 2 left, 120, Keir, 2 left minus sharp, 120 down, 5 right, 5 right, watch the 5 right, and okay, well done, you're through.
That piece of road is disgusting, and it.
A bumpy bit, yeah.
How was that one for you?
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It was better than the previous one that wasn't so bumpy. But I don't know. I'm used to the luxuries of the World Rally car and the gas lights at the front, so I'm finding it a bit difficult. But we got through there, and hopefully the time was okay-ish.
With the stages really putting the car through its paces, the team get to work spanner checking everything ready for the final day. With the championship at stake, nothing can be left to chance.
No major dramas, just the one on the penultimate stage was a real rough section on it, and was skidding all over the place, but there you are, we got through it, and there's not a mark on the car, so it was a good day, and hopefully the same tomorrow.
Day 3 of Rally Isle of Man would consist of just 6 stages, but they were long. The final stage, the Classic, had just less than 19 miles, meaning that things were far from over just yet as far as the championship was concerned. The first couple of stages would go well for the team, setting some third fastest times. However, by stage 19, things had taken a turn for the worse. It was clear from the times that there was something wrong, and with another stage before service, it would be a tense few miles back to the grandstand. By now, word had reached service that there was a problem with the clutch. The team, of course, had everything needed to fix the problem, but with only half an hour's service, it wasn't going to be straightforward.
How long have you got for service then?
30 minutes.
Enough time, eh?
Be tight, but it'll be done. It'll be done.
No free play in the plastic floor. Rallying, innit? Yeah, last few miles of that stage.
Phil's doing it.
Phil's on it.
Always a drama. It's real rough in that one part of the stage, so I just want to get through that and then let it have it on the fast stuff, but pulled fifth towards the literally just past Dad and Steve.
Okay.
And pulled fifth and it just started revving and no driving.
You got it? Cut Martin in your hand. I need that. Just tense, yeah? A bit more.
With just a few minutes left of the 30-minute service, it was a nervous wait, but the Viking Motorsport team pull it off and get the car back out there for the final 2 stages without any penalties. A monstrous task, well completed. The championship hopes still alive.
Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50. Line
Heading into the
5
final
right
stage, the
bridge.
pressure was on. The repairs in service had been good through stage 21, but now it was the 19-mile classic stage, a sting in the tail of what had already been a tough event. But with 5th place theirs and over 5 minutes back to 6th, so long as they reached the finish, it was going to be a good result. As the pair reached the end of the stage with just the final corners to go, there would be relief. With just post-event scrutineering to go, that gives them a chance to do the maths and see if they've done enough.
And 100 over finish, and you got it. Well done.
Cheers, Phil.
Well done, well driven.
Cheers, mate. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Spot on again.
Brilliant, well done. No, it wasn't spot on. Not from me.
Of course, people were expecting me to come here and win, but I came here to do the job for the championship. And you know, it's a difficult island to finish. So I was basically taking my time, but going at a good pace and keeping it on the road. It's such a brilliant feeling, you know. My mum's at home babysitting and she's normally here, but she's on the phone constantly, and I've just come off the phone to her now, and she's gutted she's not here, but you know, it's a family team we have, and it's enjoyable, and that's what we like. We're still going to go and do the last round of the championship. You know, we committed to doing it, and it's only fair on the organisers. You know, it's not nice for the rallies if people start pulling their entries, so we're going to go do it and have a bit of fun. I know there's a few people want to go up and watch with us. It's also Wales playing England that day, so a Welshman and an Englishman in the car, it should be a bit of fun. So, you know, now the championship's sorted and we've got that, we can have a bit of fun together and just enjoy it.
There has been much talk over the last few years about the future of our sport, the future of rallying. With all the stakeholders of the sport working hard, from governing body the MSA to teams and competitors, to ensure we retain the elements that make rallying the best sport in the world, here's the bigger picture as we see it. Quite literally the million-dollar question, in some cases at least, is the financial side of the sport. Whether it's the Forestry Commission having to regrade the stages, motor clubs organising events, or the competitors finding the budget to change the tyres, cost remains both a barrier and a risk to the sport. 2015 has been a good year for investment, with big names returning to the lineups, new sponsors brightening up the scenery, and big-name tyre brands signalling their intent to expand their interest to lower levels of the sport as well as just the WRC. It's true, we've lost a lot of venues in UK rallying, changing the format and in some cases cancelling altogether well-known and popular events. The hard work of organisers such as the Borders Motor Club has seen the Jim Clark survive in some form, despite losing the closed road status of course. But in other cases, rallying has given way to economic pressures and new priorities. For example, venues like Manby and Millbrook that no longer feature on any calendars. The good news is motor racing circuits provide an as yet relatively unexplored rally format these days, and the Motorsport News Circuit Rally Championship has started to set that record straight, exploring that option. Some hope this could spark a return of events like the Tour of Links, but even if not, let's not forget that UK racetracks used to form a significant part of the spectacle on the RAC Rally, and the spectacle has not faded. And crucially, with the arrival of the Circuit Championship has come the arrival of new fans and oversubscribed entries, a welcome sight on both counts. The last few years have seen a big shake-up at the top level of rallying in terms of the cars and technology being used. New technology has meant new manufacturers, and as we've seen so often before in the sport, these changes have started to filter down to national and even club-level competition very quickly. 2-litre World Rally cars that were recently ruling the roost across the board have recently seen their dominance ended with the advent of leaner, more agile and more advanced 1.6 turbo replacements. With the once all-conquering Focus WRC now a relatively rare sight on the stages, and the mighty Escort Mark II commanding bigger money than ever, people are looking for alternatives, some more obvious than others. the question is, should we be mothballing 80s BMWs and K11 Micras in the barn as future investments? While many of the changes facing the sport might be out of reach for most of us to have an input, one area the whole sport will benefit from a big pull in the same direction with is safety. From embracing the new safety regulations for competitors, such as compulsory neck restraints, to being responsible for the safety of ourselves and others while out spectating on the stages, we all have a big part to play. Here are a few faces you'll recognise to join me in a safety film we put together in association with the MSA.
Hi there, Ken Block here. Just a quick note about spectator safety with rallies. Rally is one of the most unpredictable and dangerous motorsports, and it's amazing that the fans are able to get so close, but please listen to the marshals. They know where you should stand and shouldn't, so make sure you listen to the marshals and stand in the safest places. We want to be safe. We hope you're safe, so see you out there.
Guys, safety on rallies has become a very contentious issue. At the moment, and I kid you not, we are very close to losing our sport. All spectators out there, all media arguably out there, please abide by marshals' instructions, officials' instructions. If not, the future of the sport could end, and it can end very easily.
I hope everyone out there enjoys the rally, but please be safe. Always remember, car can go off in any direction. Sometimes we're a passenger as well and we can't control it, so enjoy the rally and please stand in a safe place.
If you followed our special stage coverage in 2015, you'll be in no doubt whatsoever as to the level and quality of competition on offer to competitors, spectators and fans alike right across the world of rallying. We're seeing some of the biggest changes the sport has ever seen, and in some ways some of the biggest challenges too. And hopefully, like us, you'll also have seen the monumental effort being put in by the people in charge of keeping us all pointing in the same direction. That's it for our look at the bigger rallying picture. But don't forget, the action hasn't ended on the stages, with the next round of the Motorsport News Circuit Rally Championship, the Jack Frost stages, blowing the ice off the tarmac at Croft in January. Meanwhile, you can catch up with all the action from Rockingham on Christmas Day. Happy Christmas and all the best for 2016 and your preparations in the garage. From all of us here at Special Stage.